Hey guys, and welcome to episode 21 of Surgan's Feed the Beast Season 3 Let's Play. If you remember last episode, we had just made the Arcane Compendium, and we had set up this room here. I moved everything from Thaumcraft downstairs, and that's what I have right here. Let me see if I can make my way down here. So I have everything from Thaumcraft that I have so far down here. Now I still need to clean up this room, and I am going to do that with Thaumcraft. I just haven't gotten to that point just yet. But the nice thing is at least we have the Arcane Levitator to get up and down. And I had a suggestion to put or someone suggested to put a trapdoor here, which seems to work pretty well, because now I can't accidentally fall in, and if I want to, go down, it's not too hard to go down and back up. Now, since we made our Arcane Compendium last episode, that kind of leads into this episode, where we're going to do a little bit with Ars Magica. And it's nighttime, but it's not really hurting anything. So, what I'd like to do with Ars Magica is start out with the very first thing that we're going to really want to make. And that's going to be the Oculus. This is what's going to let us create new spells and learn different things. So it's not too bad. A little bit of coal, some stone bricks, and some glass. That should be easy enough to do. So let's see if I type in Oculus here. Let's see. Is it OCU? Or is it OCC? Let's see. There it is. So the Oculus. And I should have everything I need, except for looks like I don't have any stone bricks. I do have stone bricks, it's just not putting them where it needs to go. So if we get ourselves an Oculus. Oh, I didn't want 4 of them. Okay, well, I'll just have to give them out on the server to anybody that wants them. We just need 1. And I'm going to put it right, let's put it right here. Just for right now. And if we look into the Oculus, you cannot comprehend what you see. What? I have my book here. Your first spell. We need to create an Oculus and unlock at least 1 spell shape. Why is it not letting us look in the Oculus? There's something going on here. Let me see if I can find out what's going on, and I'll be right back. Okay, looks like it's working now. I basically had to log off the server, log back on, remake my Arcane Compendium, and then after that it let me look in the Oculus. So you can see here you start out with a couple of blue skill points, and there's 3 different types of skill points. There's blue, green, and red, and they correspond to the different things that you can learn here. You can see here these are blue, this is a green one, this is a green one, and then down towards the bottom you'll find some red. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that blues are always at the top and reds are always at the bottom. Sometimes you're fine. Like here's a green one towards the bottom. Let's see if we go here. See, red. Here's a blue one that's towards the bottom. So you have to go through a red just to get to one that's a blue. So it doesn't necessarily mean that once you get down to green that you're done with blue skill points. It just means that you need that color to unlock whatever ability or whatever spell type. Now, there's a couple different trees here. There's offensive, which is more of like projectile and damage-based spells. Defensive, which is more of things that you can cast on yourself and help you out. And then there's utility, which doesn't really fall into offensive or defensive. Like, I believe this one here is like a dig spell. So that would fall in more into utility. It's not really something that you're going to use for defense or offense. And there's also talents. And these talents, you can gain things that help you. Maybe not. It's not really with the spells. It's more of just something that's on you and to your character. So say like color. Like say if I wanted to add a different color to one of my spells. And then you would learn that here in the talent. Same thing with mana regen. But I think what I'd like to start with is defense. And that's just because it's going to be the easiest for me to start to level up. And so the first thing that you want to do is learn a shape. And you can see here this shape is projectile. And the shape here is self. That's basically what it's going to cast on myself. And then here would be touch. Now there's more than just those shapes. Like this right here, this square here, that's a shape. And let's see if there's any others. Here would be a shape. Now shapes might be AoE. This one, I'm not quite sure what that one is. And some of them might be like beams, like here in utility, we'll probably find, let's see if we can find this shape. Well, that one. Disabled via config. Oh, that's not good. But some of them, a shape might be a beam, or other shapes like AoE or a ring. In this case, I'm going to go with self. So all you have to do is click on it and you can learn it. And so we have a couple different things here. We can do leap, or we can do regeneration. Now I know Direwolf does this, but it's a good path to go down. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do a regen and heal. And that used up all of my skill points. But because I learned these, now I know how to put heal onto a spell or regeneration, and I know how to cast it on myself. Now I don't know how to make a projectile or how to do a touch, so I need more skill points for that. But with just this little bit that we have here, we should be able to at least create our first spell. So if we go into our compendium here, you can see here your first spell. So the first thing that we need is an oculus, which we made. The next thing that we're going to need is an inscription table. So if we go to the blocks here, we should be able to find the inscription table. So this is a little wigging out, but that's okay. So what I'm going to need is some planks and wood, a torch, a feather, and a spell parchment. And let me show you how we make spell parchments. Hopefully I have some paper. Yeah, I have a little bit. That's okay, I can make a whole lot more. Actually, let's just do just like this. This is one of the reasons that I started up the sugarcane farm. And we'll do, say, 3 stacks of paper. And what you can do is parchment is actually made with 2 sticks and a piece of paper. And there we go. So we'll make a couple of them. So we have the paper, and we need a torch. Actually, let's just see if we can make an inscription table. There it is. Yeah, we do have everything. And this is a 2-block structure, sort of like a bed. So the way that I want to place it down is right here, just like that. So now I have my inscription table. And if I just right click on it, you can see here I have my components that I've learned. So I have the shape and the two different spell components that I know. But we're also going to need a book and quill to actually make our spell. So let me grab some of those. And hopefully I have some books. Yeah. Let's see how many we can make. That's probably enough for right now. One other thing that we can make to help us store these is a filing cabinet. And I just need another chest. Oh, filing cabinet. And what filing cabinets will do is, see these books and quills, they don't stack. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take and pick this Oculus up. I'm going to put my filing cabinet right here, and then my Oculus right on top. So that'll look really cool. It's right at eye level. What the filing cabinets do is these books and quills don't stack. Well, it'll allow us to store items that don't stack. Basically, as long as they have the same value, the same, the same data here. So the same block ID, basically. So 386, and so we can put anything with 386 in here. Let me just go ahead and grab one out. Now, that also goes for stuff like Mistcraft pages. So if we look up, say, Mistcraft here, you can see here the page. You can't really see all of the pages. However, all of the pages have this item ID, the 8960. Now, they might have different numbers after the colon, and that kind of distinguishes them. But for for the most part, or all of them have at least the first same numbers, the same item ID. And that's basically how this works. So what I can do now is take my book and quill, throw it in here, and I'm going to call this heal regen. And I'm going to say on myself, I want to put regeneration and a heal. And then if I take the book out, it's now created a book for that spell. It's a combination of on myself, regeneration, and heal. And this will tell me what materials I need for it to make the spell. So let me see if we can get everything together. Actually, you know what? Let's start with the crafting altar, because we're obviously going to need that first. So if we go back to making our first spell, it says we need the inscription table, and we create the book with the spell that we want. And then we're going to need a crafting altar. So we should be able to go here to structures and crafting altar. And if we wait a second, you can see there's different materials that we can make this out of. And I can pause or cycle through them. Now, you can see here that it tells you the main blocks in order of power go wood or stone, sandstone, bricks, witchwood. Witchwood would be kind of cool to make an altar out of. Nether bricks or nether quartz. Let's see how much witchwood we have. Not enough. Definitely not enough. I wonder if I want to make it out of witchwood. You know what, let's see how much nether brick. I don't have any nether brick, but if I take nether rack, I just need one for right now. Because what I'm going to do is come down here, and in this furnace, if I just tell it, just go ahead and start throwing nether rack in there, it will actually go and cook them up and make nether bricks. And that should get pulled out. There it goes. So now what I should be able to do is once I get enough nether bricks, I can take these and put 4 and make nether brick. So I'm going to let this go for a little while and cook up some of the netherrack that I have, make the nether bricks that I need, and then we'll go ahead and create our crafting altar. Now, actually, while that's going, we'll look at the other things that I need. For the caps, which are these right here, the blocks of gold or the diamonds, there's 5 of them. We can use one with good effects on it. Let's see. Moonstone has 9 effects. I wonder how much moonstone I have. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Does it take 4? No, looks like it takes a little bit more than that to create a block. So I have 2. Let me see if I can find a little bit more moonstone. The best place to find it is probably going to be around other people's bases. Let me out. My own included. Basically what moonstone does is, at night, it will fall from the sky. And it only falls in loaded chunks around players. So basically I would be looking for it around where people spend the most of their time, which is probably going to be in their base. So I'm going to do a little bit of flying around, see if I can find some more moonstone and get enough to create the 5 blocks that I need. Okay, so I got all of the nether brick cooked up. Hopefully this should be enough. And unfortunately I don't have enough moonstone, and I wasn't able to find enough. So I'm going to go with diamond. Which, if we look here, the moonstone had 9 effects. But by the time we get to the point to where we need 9 effects, because, I mean, that's really complicated for a spell. By the time we get to that point, then we should have enough moonstone at that point. But for right now, I'm just going to use diamond. So what I need to do is create our crafting altar. So we need a 5x5 structure. And then basically we need to, I might need more stairs. Well, let's start making it, and then we'll get to everything that we're going to need. So the first thing that I'm going to need is to clear out a little bit of this dirt. So this should be 4, this should be 5. I made sure to put this right here for that reason. Yeah, I think this should be 5 right here. And I'm just going to put it in the ground just 1 block. So we need to first start with a 5x5. And from there, if we look in our compendium, we need 2 pillars that are 3 high. So we'll put those, say, here and here. And then it's 2 on each side. Is that right? Yeah, just like that. So let's go 3 high here. And hopefully my ceiling's high enough. If not, I'll just bump it up a little bit. And then on top, that's where we need to put our, let me see if it'll go to the diamond. Yeah, that works. I'll just tell it to stop right here. So that's where we need our diamond blocks. So we need to put these on top. And right there, and right here. And then let's see if I can get on top of here. Right here is one, and then right on top of this one is another one. We're also going to need one in the center here. So let me go ahead and just pull that out. And we'll put a diamond block right there in the center. So now we're going to need stairs all the way around. So I have these here, and so it goes just like this. 1, 2, 3. And then on the ends, we're gonna put that here. Let me just make sure that's not facing the right way. I wonder if you can turn these with a wrench. Because I know you can turn like chests and stuff. Ah, you can. I think that's, yep, that's the way we need it to go. And then right here. And then one right here. We're going to need 2 nether brick there and there. And I'm actually going to need, looks like 4 more stairs. Let me see if I need any more than the 4. Nope, just the 4 stairs. The other thing we're going to need is this magical wall. So we're going to need some Vintium dust and, stone or marble or some kind of stone. And Vintium dust I can make. Let's see, Vintium dust. I wonder if I can use the rotary craft kind. Because I do have a whole bunch of that. So first thing, let's make our stairs that we're going to need. So one more set of stairs. And then I should have a whole bunch of Vintium dust. So we take 2 Vintium dust and some stone. Some smooth stone. Is that going to make our magic walls? No? Let's see. Illusion blocks. Vintium block. You know what? I wonder if I make Vintium blocks first. I wonder if it'll make Vintium blocks. Wonder if it's not in the ore dictionary that way. Oh, there we go. I can just throw this in the crafting table. That'll work. And that'll make the Ars Magica ones. Sweet. Okay. So now we should be okay. So I'm going to need magic walls, which is essence of glass. Magic wall. I should only need 1 set. And I'm also going to need the crafting altar here. Just 1. So let's go ahead and throw this down here. And for these stairs, we just need to have them like this. Here and here. Magic walls fill in right here and on this side. And then right here in the center, we're going to need our crafting altar. I'm also going to need a podium and a lever. Well, I have the lever. And the lever just goes right here. And I'm going to need the, let's see here, this here, the lectern. So just a couple of slabs and a piece of wood. Lectern. And if I throw this down here, why is that not? This is supposed to take on the same color or the same look as those there. For some reason it's not. I wonder if maybe that was in an update. But if I take my book here and throw it in here, I should be able to see, just like, I was in my hand. I can see everything. Now, there's one other structure that we're going to have to make. And you can see here that this says at some point it's going to need 500 essence and neutral essence. So to make essence, in that sense, we're going to need the structures here, and we're going to need nexus. Now I'm going to need an essence nexus. So we're going to need some blue chalk, and let's see, we can use stone bricks. Looks like that's all we can make this out of. So we're going to need some stone bricks, some chiseled stone, which is easy enough to make. There's a couple ways to make chiseled stone, I believe. Oh, there goes the server. Okay, I'll be back in 1 minute. Okay, so the server is back up, and I went and made my stone bricks and chiseled stone bricks. Now, an easier way to make the chiseled stone bricks, instead of using an actual chisel, just take 2 stone bricks, and it'll make you 2 chiseled bricks. But I don't need any more than what I have. And I am going to need the chalk. So in this case we want to use the blue chalk from Ars Magica, and I should have everything I need. It's not too bad. It's a little bit of lapis, some clay, flint, vintium dust, and paper. I should have everything. So what we want to do is go ahead and put this, just like our crafting altar, this is a 5x5 structure. So what I'd actually like to do is, you know what, I'm going to take down this right here. I wonder if it'll still work like this. We'll try it and see what happens. So if I do that there, and I put this right here, and I'm actually going to take this one off, just to make sure that doesn't cause any problems. And so 3, so we'll do one right here, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, put that on top, and the last one goes right here. And then we can throw our blue chalk in the center, and it should, there we go. So it is working. And that's the easiest way to tell if it's working, is because this will light up. Otherwise it would just stay black. So with the neutral nexus, what we need to do is, you know what, I think I'm going to put it right here. I need to dig down a little bit. Hopefully I don't fall through my floor. Yep, that's what I was afraid of. Okay, so I'll just have to fix this in a minute. There we go. Ah, it's so hard to get out. Let's go ahead and close that up. And the reason that I wanted to do that is because I need to be right under here. 1, 2, 3, and that should be good. I think that's right under... Actually, I only needed to go 2, so that's fine. Right there. And we'll go ahead and get up here. And the way that this works... Actually, let me just grab... I should have a saw here somewhere. Let me make some strips. And panels, covers, and then I should be able to turn those into strips. And I'm going to do 4. Let's see how this works. Let's do here, 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 and here. Now I shouldn't be able to fall in there. There we go, perfect. Nope, not perfect. Okay, so not strips. Let's try doing that again. But instead of the cover strips, I'm going to do panels. And we do the panel posts. They're a little bit wider than strips. So let's see if this works. Basically, I still want to be able to access down here, but I don't want to fall in here. So let's try this way. Let's do a panel there, and then I can actually take and do strips on the sides here. Right, and now I shouldn't be able to fall in there. Okay, perfect. So what we need to do is take our buckets, and the way that these neutral nexuses work, oops, don't want to lose that, is they actually need the liquid essence. The same stuff that we used, when we created our book out here, our arcane compendium. Now, unlike water, when you take these away, it's not infinite. So it's one of those, once it's gone, it's gone. So I'd have to go find some more. But what I should be able to do is if I plop some down in here, it'll flow towards this nexus, towards the center here. And what will happen is this will start draining from the source block. And if we wait a second, see now it's going away. So I'm just going to put another bucket in here. And then that should flow down and it should start sucking that up too. Why is this? I'm not worried about the dirt. So now, in order to see how much essence is in there, we're going to need where is it? Magitech staff. So to make a Magitech staff, I'm going to need a mana focus, a stick, and I have Chimerite. So a mana focus is just Vintium dust around a standard focus, lesser focus. Okay, that shouldn't be too hard for our AE system. So let's do, I'll just do Magitech staff. So I'm going to first need this here. I don't have enough nuggets. Easy enough fixed. Throw some more in there. Do our lesser focus. And you know what? I'm just going to make 3. Just because I know I'm going to need them in the future. Then we take our lesser focus and surround it by redstone. Get our standard focus. And then standard focus, we get our mana focus. And finally, I don't have any sticks. Really? Let's do cycle. Show me a stick. Let's just see if I have any wood. Yeah, I have lots of wood. So it'll be easy enough, just make a few sticks. And Magitech staff. Now, if we take this, and I should be able to just click here, and you can see there, I have 1720 essence here. So that's well over the 500 that we need. So what I'm going to do is between this episode and next, I'm going to make sure to get everything that I need here, minus the runes. So basically just some Vintium dust. You already seen me make the focus. So I'm going to grab another lesser focus. Golden apples are just vanilla Minecraft, so that's not going to be hard. And what I'll do is I'll save the runes for the first thing that we do next episode, and then we'll go ahead and craft our spell. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and with that, I will see you guys later.